Yo, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another live. And today I'm going to be doing today I'm looking at scary TikTok story times cuz why not? And cuz I'm bored and yeah, and I'm tired. So, let's go.
This is gonna scare you though. I don't know if
No,
I
no,
can say it.
do it, do it. I love
No,
those
this
stories.
this is a real story. So lately I've been feeling kind of not myself.
What?
Yeah. And I'm religious. I'm very religious. So I decided to go to church on a Wednesday.
Oh, okay, that's sick.
So I went to
Yeah.
church and
Go to
this is
church,
gonna
guys.
sound
That's
scary
sick.
to you, but
Yeah,
when it came time for like communion, when you get the bread, the Eucharist,
yeah.
this is kind of fucked to say, but like I was walking toward the priest and I had this urge to laugh. Yeah, fam.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's
no,
sick
like
as
I had this
hell.
urge to like burst out laughing. I was scared, right? I just kept praying, and then you know what I mean, locked it away, like.
Yeah.
And then one night I had a dream. It was like I heard someone screaming. I was in the living room and I heard someone screaming for their life. They were like screaming, like, "Get me out!" Like yeah, like screaming. This is exactly what I heard in my head. You're gonna get scared. This is exactly what I heard in my head. This is gonna scare you though. I don't know. If
No,
I
no,
can say it.
do it.
Nah, wait. Let me lower the volume. Yeah. All right, let's see the next one.
I work at a CVS open 24 hours a day.
Okay.
I've been working at this location for 3 years now, and I'm one of the higher-ups. I agreed to take on the overnight shifts because I believe it helps my chances of getting another promotion, and I like to be on my boss's good side. There would only be one employee working the 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. shift. As that
All right, wait.
We need to talk.
I work at a
First of all, what the fuck do you want to work at CVS? And second of all, wait. Well, that was first of all. So anyway, second of all, why the fuck would you choose to work at fucking night? That's where all the crackheads go every single damn day. That's what all the crackheads do. At nighttime they strike. Like, nah, don't do that shit, bro.
CVS open 24 hours a day. I've been working at this location for 3 years now, and I'm one of the
Bro,
higher-ups.
you just wasted your life working at CVS for 3 fucking years, and all you got, bro, was a higher UPS. What? 3 years and a high UPS. I mean, I don't know what that means, but I hope it's good. I hope you get paid more.
I agreed to take on the overnight shifts because I believe
That's why you don't do that, guys. If you work and you have overnight shifts, then you're cooked, bro. That's where all the crackheads hang out at night. You should don't do that.
it helps my chances of getting
That's
another
my opinion.
promotion, and I like to be on my boss's good side. There would
True.
only be
Getting
one
it.
employee working the 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. shift. As that's
All right, bro. Now you know you're fucked. Because if you're the only employee working at wherever you work at night, oh, whoa. No. Bro, and even it's worse if it's 24 hours open. Nah, bro. You work at night and then you have to wait until the daytime. Bro, you know everything is fucked up at the night. You know that.
all that's really needed. Once the pharmacy opens at 9 a.m., that's
What?
when business usually picks up. The two employees
How does business pick up at 9 a.m.? Who the hell shops at CVS?
before me left after I was set up. At my hours, so few customers come in that my job varies from cash register to simply stock
Nah,
working.
bro, that's creepy.
The beeper at the front door that would go off would alert me when a customer would enter, so I'd know when to go back to the register and wait. A few hours
I would say I know there's a back door somewhere in CVS. I would say just like I know there's like surveillance cameras and like if there's surve- su- surveillance cameras in the back room where all the employees hang out and fuck around and find out. Yeah, it's pretty good to be there because you could just be on your phone and check the cameras, and if anyone walks in, well, that's good.
hours into my shift, I went back to the register to check my phone, which I had charging, and I had a new voicemail from an unknown number. I pulled it up and listened. It was some weird voice on the other end that I couldn't tell belonged to a male or female, and I couldn't understand what they were saying. Like, the sound quality was terrible. The transcription was unavailable for that reason.
What would you pick up in the first place, bruh? Why would you pick up in the first place, man?
Obviously, I just ignored it because everyone gets weird calls once in a while.
Yeah, those weird calls turned out to something horrifying.
As I continued doing stock work, my phone started to go off. I pulled out my phone and saw a bunch of texts from that number that just called. The first text said, "Call back when you can." The second one said, "I know you're at work. I'm coming to visit." The third one said, "What time are you working till?" I had no
Bro, that could just be your mom.
idea who this could be. I texted back, "Who the
Could be
hell is
anyone.
this?" The typing bubble popped up for like 20 seconds. Then it went away. They didn't respond to that. Okay. A little unnerving, yes, but I still had to go about my work.
No, no. Get out of there, bro. You're dead. You're cooked.
Eventually, I heard
You're
the
gonna be
ding by
cooked.
the front door, alerting me someone entered. So I went back to the register and waited. I didn't see anyone walking around, though, and I waited there for quite a while, actually. Eventually, I just decided, okay, that's enough waiting, and went back to stocking shelves. I'd say it was around 2 a.m., a couple hours into my shift. I got a new cart full of items from the back section, this time beauty products, the second aisle in the store. I brought the cart over there and noticed a woman in the corner of the next aisle over, the first aisle. I stepped into that aisle and looked down, asking if she needed any help. She was looking down at one of the products in the corner. She didn't acknowledge me. Didn't know if she heard me or not, but I just felt awkward, so I left her alone. I walked back to the register just to wait there for her to finish up, and then I started getting more texts from that number. I was basically getting spammed with random messages that made no sense, except one that said, "I'm here." So I said screw it, and I called the number.
Oh, it's the old
I
woman.
heard a ringing sound coming from inside the store, and my heart started beating twice as fast. I felt a heavy feeling in my throat.
No.
I canceled the call, and the ringing stopped. I brought myself to walk over
Bro's
to that
dead.
last aisle
Bro's
again,
dead.
where the ringing was coming from. That woman was still there in that corner. I yelled, "Joke's over, I'm calling the cops, whoever you are." I almost knew it had to be some girl I knew playing a prank on me. I went back around the counter because for some reason I felt safer there. I really didn't want to call the police though. Instead, I called my best friend, who picked up on the first try. I asked him to think of anyone we knew with brunette hair who had my number and would be playing a prank on me like this. He guessed a few names, but based on the body shape of that woman, it was none of them. My friend told me to just stop being a pussy since it was a girl. I told him,
Damn.
all right,
Damn, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. You really just stop being a pussy and then help do as the man says.
whatever, and hung up the phone. I was about to suck it up and walk over there
That's what she said.
when I noticed her, peering half of her head from around the corner of the beauty aisle.
Bro.
She had to be kneeling down too because the shelf in that aisle is lower
What the hell?
than the rest.
What the hell?
The first thing I noticed was blood trickling down her cheeks.
Alright, bro. Are you serious?
She was smiling, and I heard her making these fucked up laughing sounds.
Bro. Oh,
It
you
looked like
come
she
on,
cut the
man.
skin on her cheeks right next to her lips.
Bro. Bro. Bro, wait. I have something funny to show you guys. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm searching up. I'm searching up. He said she has like yo. Check this out, bro. Check this out. What's his name? Uh, yo, bro. Hey, lady. Hey, lady. This you, bro? This you? This you, bro? This you? This you? This you, bro? This you with the pale ass skin? This you, bro? Okay, enough joke. Yo, this you, my guy? This you, bro? Yo, this you? Hey, Brody, this you? Okay, enough kidding around. Let's go back to the videos. Did you, bro? Did you? That you? Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the videos. That you, bro?
like she was anywhere from 30 to 40.
No way, bro. I know you're not allowed to hate girls, but just say, I identify as a woman. Can't do nothing about that. Just say that and then be the
I
rest.
took one step closer and I recognized her. It was this lady with serious mental issues who had DM'd me with a fake account before. And as far as I knew, she was dangerous and was supposed to be in some psychiatric center. She must have gotten my number through my Instagram, which I have set as a public figure.
All right, bro. Now you know you a dumbass. If, bro, I know famous people. Not even fucking the most famous person in the world would do this. I don't think he would just put his phone number on his Instagram, bro. Why would you want to do that? Figure profile, bro. Bro, why would you put your bro? You know sketchy shit happens, bro. That's why you never put your phone number like that, bro. That's sketchy. Cause if you do that, then you automatically telling everyone, "Hey, call me, cause I want you to." That just fucked up, bro. You should not do that. You should not put your your account, your phone number in your account, bro. Do not do that, bro. That's where all the creeps. That's where all the creeps like be hacking you and shit, bro. You should not do that. Do never ever do that. Stupid shit, bro. Cause you either want to get hacked or either you want people blowing up your phone.
Profile, which includes my phone number. Seeing half her bloodied face peering at me, smiling,
Bro. Now you already know. Bro, bro, that's Jeff the Killer, bro.
made me want to yak.
That's you, Brody?
I yelled at her to get away or I'd stab her.
Bro. Bro, if you're scrawny, cause I'm pretty sure he is or isn't, I'm not gonna judge. But if you're scrawny, then hell no, run for your life, bro. Or if that man built different, then beat her ass,
Of course, a complete bluff. I ran to one of
bro. I mean, I know there's knives somewhere. I think they sell knives somewhere, but I'm pretty sure they're locked up in CVS. I don't know if they sell knives, but
the back aisles and hid from her. And I only sighed a breath of relief when I heard
bro, just leave.
the beep of the front
Fucking, you're not getting paid. Leave. Your life is more important than a few little bucks in your pocket.
door go off. I went to go check if she was still there, but she wasn't. And so I called 911 and had the police take a report, showed them the CCTV footage, and warned them of her name and that she had serious mental issues. The officers were very nice and told me they'd be in the immediate area in case she returned. I blocked the number she was texting me from, and I like to think the police contacted her family.
All right, bro. So we just watched a 5 minute story on TikTok, bro. Like, I'm just gonna say, there's a lot of shit that's happening here. Number one, he works at CVS, which is not fucked up, but I just don't think CVS is a good way. Or either work at McDonald's. No, that's even worse. Don't take my advice, guys. I'm a fucked up advisor. But there's three things that are mad stupid. One, you work at CVS. Two, you choose the night shift where all the crackheads or psychopaths go to. And three, uh, and three, you put your phone number on your profile. Like, what kind of dumbass does that? Well, not me, but I am dumb. I'm a dumbass. But yeah, um, and don't do all those three things because that's stupid, and also you need your rest. And also, because why would you work the night shift where all the crackheads go, bro? Right now it's night where I am, and I'm pretty sure people work the night shift. That's bad. And even if your store is 24 hours, which thankfully my job is not, then don't do that, bro. That's just dumb in so many ways.
I
If
work at a CVS.
I was him, then I would just get out. Get out. I don't care, bro. Bro, your life is more important than those few bucks in your pocket. Like it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it.
Open 24 hours a day.
A girl was sitting on a subway late at night when she
Uh-huh.
noticed the woman sitting across from her was staring at her.
Oh, bro, the animation kind of old. Like it's kind of old llama or it's TVH, bro. Nah, I would have asked. I would have asked him or he put him instead of her. What we are? The what the heck? What the WHT? What the heck? Always on night, bro. Yeah, that is true. Why, bro? And also, why she got that big ass eyeballs, bro? She looking like the fish is not gonna lie.
Her intently. The woman was sitting between two old men. The girl kept looking
Sweet,
away, but the woman wouldn't break eye contact
bro. I like Sebastian. I'm just gonna say I like Sebastian 22 because he's a good guy. Cause yeah, I don't know. I just like him. I used to watch him as a kid, bro. His his stories would have me pissing my pants. Like actually, I could feel the pee between my legs. Oh my god, bro. That's why you should not. I like Sebastian. He's a good guy and he's a talented guy. And not gonna lie, he's pretty fire. He's pretty sexy. Except when he makes the faces for his stories. That's kind of weird. But oh yeah, where was I at? Oh yeah, this woman got big ass. Nah, okay. Let's continue.
with her. The stare was beginning
Okay, I don't know if you notice if the I don't know if the two older men don't notice that she's staring at her, but I don't really think they give a fuck. Uh, they're just trying to get home, bro. The guys are just like in their head, they're like, man, I want to go home. I'm so tired. I'm playing bingo. But that's racist. Yeah, she also damn, she also got big tits. Nah.
to freak the girl out. At the next stop, a new passenger got on, and it was a tall man wearing a trench coat. He then sat down next to the girl, and the woman paid no attention to the man in the trench coat. And she just kept looking at the girl, who was getting more and more
I don't know if she's a demon or something.
creeped out as time went on. The two men didn't even glance in her direction. She pretended not to notice,
Bro, I feel the two men are in the thing.
but every time she glanced at the strange woman, the stare continued.
Bro, if someone was looking at me like this, I would just like I just joined boxing, right? And I'm pretty good. I'm not saying but I'm pretty good. And so I'm a boxer, right? And if someone looked at me like this, keep staring at me for the whole ride, I would just fuck their ass on the hell. Like grab my RPG and
When the train was pulling into the next stop, the man in the trench coat got up to leave, but suddenly he grabbed the girl's arm tightly, and as the doors opened, he dragged her off the train. The doors shut and the subway pulled off, leaving the girl alone with the man in the trench coat. She started screaming out loud, begging for help, but the man in the trench coat then said, "Calm down, I just saved your life. I didn't mean to scare you, but I had to get you off that train." The woman sitting opposite of you was dead, and the two
what? She was dead? Bro, are you serious?
men beside her were holding up her body. A girl was
I knew they were. I knew they were on into it. And also, I have a lot of questions First of all, wouldn't blood be like gushing out of her body and onto the seat and onto the floor? Or maybe they had buckets or cups or something to like make sure that the blood didn't go anywhere. And also, that's kind of gross. Man, weird people, am I right?
late at
We need to talk about what happened to Sally Stitt.
Sally can rub my ball.
This is the true story of the Skinwalkers.
God, they all ugly. God, why they gotta make Skinwalker so ugly, bro? Well, I mean, one of them is hot, but it's just one of them. It's like one is hot. One Skinwalker. I don't know if he is a Skinwalker or what she is. She's hot.
Skinwalkers are warlocks with the
Wait,
ability
let me see if I can find her. Let me see if I can find her real quick. And don't be saying, "Oh, he's sipping on her, bro." If you say that, I swear to God. I think that's what she is. Or a he, or maybe I'm just. Oh yeah, I found it. Yep. If you don't know what I'm talking about or who I'm talking about, just search up SCP-1471, and you know what I'm talking about. Damn, damn, that's good. Damn. Anyways, let's continue.
to shapeshift and become animals or people. They can not only
No, really,
take your appearance, but also clone your voice perfectly. The biggest
bro. So I hear someone with my voice, and they a skinwalker. I mean, I wouldn't be stupid. I'm not stupid because I know someone doesn't, or maybe, because I don't think someone has my voice. And also, I don't really think I would follow my own voice because that's kind of dumb. Because if I hear my own voice, I would just think, oh, maybe I just said something or maybe I'm a dumbass. I don't know.
skinwalker sightings have been in Ohio and Arizona, but they are
Of course, Ohio, bro.
found all over the world. The preferred form of skinwalkers is that of your
See, that's not normal.
pet. They take the
No,
form
I
of
have
your
a dog.
pet and enter your home and try to act like your pet to gain
Alright, what's this one say? What's that? I can't see, bro. I'm so gay. Oh, it says Logan is already inside. So what's trying to get in? Why would you name your dog Logan, bro?
your trust.
Sorry, but there's no longer, but that's no longer Logan. Skinwalker?
And then they can take your life.
Bro. Logan is already inside.
Watch how in this video the boy realizes that his dog is a skinwalker.
Let me see. I'll know if she's my dog. Merlin, sit. Turn around. Turn around. Lay down. You're not my dog. My dog don't know how to do no fucking trick.
Damn, that's crazy. That Skinwalker either stupid or
The
or
fuck?
even worse, bro. That's
Call
that's
911. Hey!
So sorry, guys. That was my annoying sister, bro. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's continue. Where were we? Let me just go back here. Let's go back here.
Lay down. You're not my dog. My dog don't know how to do no fucking trick.
Oh my god, bro. I don't know if that skinwalkers are stupid or clever. And also, if if your dog don't know tricks, then how come he's not in the room with you?
The fuck?
And also, why do you have a mini mouse on your floor?
Call 911.
Yeah, call 911.
Hey!
Damn.
Somebody!
This
No,
is the
bro.
true story.
No. Ew. That looks ugly, bro. Why are they making them so ugly? And also, if there ever was a skinwalker, bro, I would be totally safe. Because I have God on my side and I got Jesus on my side. They protect me from anything.
So when I was in my early 20s, me and my two friends would always go on camping trips together on the weekend. If we had a long 3-day weekend, we would try to drive to this one campsite that we really liked.
Damn,
It was about
that guy
45
look
minutes
good.
from the house, and we would just pack up the gear and spend the weekend at this nice campsite that had a lake and activities.
That sounds
It was
fun.
usually pretty packed. It wasn't isolated camp, but we enjoyed just going out there and getting away from everything, putting our phones away, and just enjoying each other's company. And then we would get back Monday and go back to our everyday lives. So a 3-day weekend was coming up, so I text my two buddies. We have this nice little group chat just called Camping Buds, and we just have a little back and forth. I say, you guys trying to hit the campsite this weekend? They're like, absolutely, we'll meet you there. We're already going to be pretty close to there for work, and we'll just meet you at the campsite at this date and this time. And I'm like, perfect. I just heart their message, and I'm like, all right, I'll meet them there. I'm going to pack myself this time, and I'll just meet them there. All good. So the day finally comes, and I pack up all my stuff. I have a nice drive. I'm listening to a podcast on the way, and I pull up to the campsite, and I start pulling my stuff out. I don't see their cars there, but I'm assuming maybe they rented one, maybe they're here on work, whatever. They just got here. So I take all my stuff out, and I walk up to the campsite, and I see my two buddies there that I always spend the weekends with, and they greet me very kindly. We start setting up everything. We're playing spike ball all day. We're just having a good time. It is business as usual. We're just enjoying the nature. We're enjoying each other's company, and it's just like every other time we spent there. But there was something a little bit weird about that day. Me and my friends always joke with each other and troll each other, and sometimes it's two people trolling one person. If two of the friends built an inside joke together and they were messing with the other friend, that was very common. There would be little banter between my two other friends that wasn't including me whatsoever. And usually that doesn't bother me. I don't mind being the butt of the joke. I'm willing to be the butt of the joke for the joke to be funny, but I just want them to let me in on it at some point. But it seemed like they weren't letting me in on it at all. And I didn't really understand the joke every single time they were saying. And the joke came out in a bunch of different ways, but I'll just give you a little rundown of the vibe. We would just be doing something. If it was something by the lake, if we were playing spike ball, if we were building the campfire, they would just say something along the lines of, what if we just left right now? And they would both start laughing, and it was definitely some type of joke that they maybe saw a meme about that they just weren't filling me in on, and they would laugh and I wouldn't know what they were talking about. And I'm like, I don't understand why it would be that funny if you guys just left right now. We're on a weekend trip. Made me feel a little bit isolated, but usually they would let me in on the joke a little bit later. As the sun started going down and we were eating dinner and sitting around the campfire, I was getting really sick of the joke, to the point where I was like, honestly a little bit salty about it. And I just kind of like pressed them and I'm like, can you guys just let me know what you guys are talking about so I could maybe laugh too? I'm starting to not really have a good time. I feel like you guys are enjoying this joke on my behalf and I don't feel a part of it. Usually we have a really good time here. What's going on here? And mind you, it wasn't happening all day. It was just in little spurts here and there. But when I brought it up to them, they were just kind of looking around and avoiding eye contact. But I just sat there in silence waiting for the
Oh, nah, bro. They're gonna leave.
reply for like 5 seconds, and then they both just shot their eyes up at me right at the same time. And in unison, my two friends that I've known for years just say, wouldn't it be funny if we left right now? And I'm like, no, it would not be funny. In my head, I'm saying that in my head to myself, like, no, that wouldn't be funny. It's dark out here. There's nobody else around. It would not be funny whatsoever if you left me in the woods by myself. That wouldn't be cool. That's not a good friend thing to do. But instead of laughing about it this time, they just stay serious and they just stand up and they start repeating it. Wouldn't it be funny if we left right now?
I don't know, but they're gonna try to kill you. I got two options for this. Either they kill you or they actually leave you. That's my thing.
Wouldn't it be funny? I think it would be funny if we left. And I'm just sitting there like, this isn't funny. I don't like this. I'm not enjoying my time. But they proceed to start walking away. They don't even grab any of their stuff. They just start walking into the woods. And I'm waiting for any second for them to start cackling and run back and tell me what they've been joking about. What is the origin of this joke? But they just continue walking until I see them disappear into the woods. And so when I was in my early 20s, me and my two...
Man, it's just sad. Okay, I just scrolled to the next video and I see this. I like this song.
Hi, I'm not home right now, but if you want to leave a message, just start talking at the sound of the tone.
You'll be director.
This is your mother.
What would you do next?
The dark story about
Bro, are you serious right now, bro? Bro. No, bro. I hated these as a kid. I still do. Because, bro, when they say Harleton, that just makes me piss my pants. Like, and also, I know nothing is scary nowadays, but it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm just looking around like, maybe someone's. I feel like someone's gonna bust down my door. But yeah, nothing scary nowadays. But it's kind of weird at the same time, man. They do weird stuff, man. Man, I need to turn on these lights because I'm getting creeped out, bro. I'm getting creeped out. Wait, or maybe you know what? Wait, give me a minute, guys. Let me just take you guys a little road trip right here. All right, now I'm here. Let's continue. I'm not going back into that dark room, bro. I'm scared.
Hard-boiled Tovi 10 was a TikToker in 2021. She posted a video about her dog named Cracker, but many people were disturbed about the dog. I'll show the clip.
I've been getting a lot of questions about my dog Cracker. He's half Cocker Spaniel and Australian Shepherd. What? I rescued him. He's from Japan. Do you want a treat? Yeah?
Bruh, that ain't no dog. That is not a dog.
You want a treat?
As you can see, it does not look like a dog.
I
Looks
know.
like a demon.
I
After
know.
that video, she made another one. In the video, it said he's gonna K1L me. I'll show the clip.
No, bro.
She then disappeared from TikTok and never came back. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's dead. Chill, guys. It's Doja Cat. Nah.
Oh, we got a box!
So we opened an attic that hasn't been touched for 20 years.
We got a box!
Oh my god,
Look
that's
how dusty it is!
Jen, please don't take. Thanks. Oh, Jen, we taking this
Oh,
shit.
yes, we
Thanks,
are.
Jen.
Alright, come with the black man in horror movies. Look,
Fuck you, Jen! Oh, I'm so anxious. Look at him up there.
Oh my god.
I thought it said meth trailblazers.
No, wait, how about something's in it?
I'll do it.
My neighbor has been mowing his lawn for 12 hours straight. I just figured out the horrifying reason why. It started at 4:43 a.m. The noise jolted me awake. It sounded like there was a giant
Bro, you really mow your lawn at 4:43 a.m.
truck revving its engine right there in our bedroom. Exhaust fumes wafted in through the open window. It was a bad way to start the day. It was even worse than when I saw the neighbor getting it down with his own sibling. Anyways, that's a story for another day. What is that? Moaned my wife. We'd both slept poorly, because our daughter had crawled into our bed at 1 a.m. and kept kicking us in the face until we were both half hanging off the bed while she snored away. Start of the apocalypse, I groaned. Go back to sleep. No way can I sleep through that racket, said Vanessa. She rolled out of bed and shut the window. That helped a little, but it still sounded like war out there. She pulled the curtains back and looked through the window. It's the fucking neighbor, mowing his lawn, before the sun is up. We need to have a heart-to-heart with him. Let him know that's not okay.
Yeah.
Keegan, our daughter, woke up crying. Guess that's that, I muttered, getting out of bed myself. I'll go talk to him after some coffee. Bring me some too, said Vanessa. Papa, bring me some Smarties, said Keegan. No Smarties for breakfast. Banana.
Yeah, no Smarties for breakfast, bro. No candy for kids. No, bro, I was about to say no candy for kids. No, wait. I think I meant to say no kids for kids. Never mind. No, never mind what I said. But yeah, no candy. No candy for bad kids. That's no.
Banana or toast, but not Smarties.
Yeah.
Fine, huffed Keegan. Toast, cut into shapes. I sighed. This was really the last thing I wanted to be doing at 4:45 on a Saturday morning. Making coffee and cutting toast into animal shapes instead of drooling in my sleep and dreaming of a gentler world. I went into the kitchen and started the coffee and toast and then looked out the living room window. Sure enough, there was Mr. Limsky mowing his damn lawn in his damn bathrobe, no less. That was another thing that I had no desire to do. Get into it with him about this, or really talk to him about anything ever beyond a friendly wave and a howdy neighbor. By the time I was awake enough to form a coherent thought, it was almost 6 o'clock and I had consumed 4 cups of coffee. Mr. Limsky was still at it, which was strange because his yard isn't very big at all. It shouldn't take more than a 40-minute mow job, but here it was, an hour and 15 minutes later, and he was still at it. I got semi-dressed and stumbled outside. I walked across my own yard, which I noted needed mowing itself. Maybe I'll tell him that if he mows my lawn and promises to...
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Wait, I'm gonna go get water, guys. I'll be right back. I'm back.
To never start so early again, I'll let it go. But I knew that I wouldn't do that. I was a coward. As I got closer, I observed with some confusion that his lawn was already mowed. He was going over it a second time now. I walked up to our property line, denoted by the contrast between mowed and unmowed grass, and started waving my hands in the air, waiting for Mr. Limsky to notice me. He never did. He just stared straight ahead and kept pushing the mower. "Hey!" I shouted, but it was no good. I could barely hear myself, and so I knew that he wouldn't be able to hear me from across the lawn right behind the lawnmower. God damn it. I walked across his yard until I was right behind him. "Hey!" Nothing. I tapped on his shoulder. Nothing. He just kept pushing the lawnmower onward over the already mowed lawn. I didn't know what to do. I'll catch him after he finishes, I guess. He's in the zone. I shrugged and was getting ready to turn back to my house when I saw a trickle of what was presumably urine run down his bare leg. Jesus. I went back to my house and opened the door. Vanessa was reading a book to Keegan. She stopped when I came in and looked up. "Well, he couldn't hear me. I'll go over there once he stops. He's got to stop sometime, right? And, well, I'm a little worried about him, honestly. I saw him, wet himself." "Mr. Limsky peed his pants?" asked Keegan.
What?
She started
He's a grown-ass man, bro.
laughing. "Well, that sometimes happens, kiddo," I said. "You used to do that. We do that a lot when we're kids, and then we don't do it for a while, and then when we get older, we sometimes do it again." That gave her something to think about anyway. "Huh," said Vanessa. "There's
That's
more,"
weird.
I said. "He's already done with the lawn. He's just going over it a second time. Maybe he missed a few spots?" "Nope, it's perfect. Not a blade of grass higher than any other blade of grass?" Said Vanessa. "That is strange. Do you think he's okay? Should we call somebody?" I shrugged. "Who are we going to call? The police? Tell them that our retired neighbor is mowing his lawn twice while peeing himself. What will they say to that? Asterisk. By By 8 o'clock, I was done cooking the bacon, and Mr. Limsky was still at it.
I mean, I'm sorry, but why would you do that? Alright, bro, you already know something's off. He's probably something off with him.
Mowing his lawn for what must have been the 5th time. I tried not to think about it, but it was hard. After breakfast, we should go somewhere, I said. It's a beautiful day. No sense staying cooped up all day. My neighbor has been mowing his...
Wait, is there a part 2? Yeah, there is a part 2. I'm still the word, guys. Let's see. This is part 2. Wait, which one did I just watch? I think I forgot. Damn it. I just watched it. Oh, right here.
If you ever get assigned room 7, my neighbor has been mowing his lawn for 12 hours straight. I just figured out the hospital I work. If you ever get assigned room 733 on a college campus, leave immediately. Whatever you do, avoid it at all cost. The suicide room. That's what my neighbor has been mowing his lawn for 12 hours.
Are you serious, bro? The suicide room. That's just kind of weird, man. But I want to see it.
If you ever get assigned room 733 on a college campus, leave immediately. Whatever you do, avoid it at all cost. The suicide room. That's what they called room 733, as if I didn't have enough to worry about on my first day as a freshman. We had assigned to dorm room 734, which, it turns out, wasn't one of the nice add-on rooms in the South Hall. No, we found ourselves in the older wing of the building on the 7th floor. I wasn't too bummed out, though. At least they'd honored my request to room with my best friend. Lydia and I spent most of the morning moving ourselves in. By the time our resident advisor came by, I was taping up posters and Lydia was reading. "Hi girls, I'm Beth," chirped the bubbly blonde girl as she bounded into our room. "I'll be your RA this year." "Hi," I nodded at her. "Wow, you girls really work fast," she said, taking in our made beds and hung up clothes. Beth picked up a drawing of Cthulhu that Lydia had done over the summer. She turned it sideways, studying it. "Is this the Kraken from Pirates of the Caribbean?" Lydia glared at her over the top of her book. "So anyway," the RA continued, "I know our hall isn't as new as the South Hall, but trust me, there's a lot of history here. This building is almost 60 years old." "Yes, I can see that," I said, looking around. "The rooms are pretty small." "Well, people were smaller in the 50s. Beth shrugged. "Really?" Lydia said flatly. "Yep, really." Beth pursed her lips and just continued to stand there while the room filled with awkward silence. "So," I said, "the corner room next to us, 733, is it? It looks a lot bigger than our room. Is anyone assigned to that room, or could we maybe—" "Oh, you don't want that room," Beth interrupted. "There were a couple suicides in there, a hanging and a jumper, if I remember right. They're not assigning anyone to that room. Anyway, I'd just like to remind you that this is an all-girls floor and guys are not allowed up here after 11. Before we could reply to her, Beth clapped her hands and with a quick, "Well, nice meeting you," she skipped out of the room. Lydia dropped her book on the bed and stared out into the hall. "I hate her. Did you hear that bomb she fucking dropped? I'm going to call her dumb shit Beth." "Lydia, seriously? Suicides?" "Oh, Becca, relax. Every college campus has a few suicides." "Yeah, but in the same room?" Lydia sighed. "Really, who cares? It's not our room." "Yeah, I guess." I turned to study the little window in our room. "Can you imagine climbing out of that tiny window and jumping? You'd be alive for at least 5 seconds before you hit the ground." "Oh, fuck, Becca, can you not?" Lydia glanced at the window and visibly shuddered. "You know I fucking hate heights, and just talking about that shit is raising my blood pressure. We could always move into the suicide room," I teased her. "That one has a window on each wall." "Fuck you." Okay. But seriously, think about it. It would take a lot of commitment to squeeze out of that tiny window." "Yeah, well, remember, people were apparently smaller back then," Lydia mumbled as she pushed her bed further away from the window. Since Lydia was an outgoing and friendly person, we made friends at lightning speed. There were a lot of parties in those first few weeks, at one of which Lydia inevitably met a guy. I'd known the girl since we were in diapers, so I fully anticipated her having a boyfriend by the end of September. His name was Mike, and he wasn't anything special. Just your standard frat pledge douche canoe. After about a month on campus, the novelty of college started wearing off. Lydia and I found our stride, and we spent more weekends studying than drinking. Midterms were coming up in a couple weeks, and I was determined to maintain a 4.0 GPA throughout my freshman year. One night in early October, I was woken up by a loud grinding sound. I sat up in bed and strained to hear it again. Lydia was also wide awake and listening. "Slam, what the fuck?" she mouthed to me. It wasn't unusual for there to be noise in the hallways, since other people came in at all hours of the night. But this sound had definitely come from next door. The corner room. Grind. "Is that—" "Yeah," Lydia whispered. "That's the window next door." At Lydia's insistence, we kept our window closed at all times. However, there was no mistaking the sound of the window in room 733 being opened and closed again at regular intervals. Slam. Who's in there? Lydia shrugged. Is someone fucking with us? Is this like initiation? Lydia raised her eyebrow at me. Initiation to what? I don't know. College? Maybe they're hazing the freshmen? Grind. It opened. Who is hazing freshmen? I shrugged. Slam. It shut. Becca, I love you, but that was fucking stupid. I threw a pillow at her. Well, whoever it is, go tell them to knock it the fuck off. Me? I'm not risking being thrown out a window. Grind. If you ever get assigned room 700, my neighbor has been mowing his. If you ever notice a random woman in your house, ignore her at all cost. I just found out the horrifying reason why she was here. It was December of 1999 when she infested our quiet, Midwestern home. My father called for me from downstairs. I assumed it was time for dinner. He was standing at the bottom of the stairs and had his hand up in an effort to keep me from coming down. It kind of reminded me of the time my father told me about the story of his own dad eating him out. But little did I.
Anyways, let's continue. I like these stories a lot, but we have to continue, guys.
My neighbor has been mowing his lawn for 12 hours straight. I just figured out the horrifying.
Okay, where were we at?
Oh, we got a box! We got a box!
My neighbor.
Deeply disturbing found footage. What is this? Well, this fight is taking forever.
Hi. I'm gonna play.
Oh! Yeah, what? Yo, that was creepy. I thought she was going to do something, not the other way around. What? I'm creeped out, guys. I'm creeped out, bro. Let's continue.
This is why you should always take your lockdown drills seriously.
Yo, Mr.
In
Ball.
2017,
Wait, bro, Mr. Ballin, bro. He's cool. He's the greatest. He's a good guy. I like his story.
16-year-olds were in their school bathroom when the lights suddenly went out and their school went into lockdown. Feeling rebellious, they decide, you know what? Let's go explore the school a little bit first, and
No, don't do that, bro. Do not do that. You're asking to get, bro. You're asking to.
then we'll go follow procedure. They step out of the bathroom and look down the
You're
hall
dumb,
towards their
bro.
classroom, and they see this large figure standing in front of their classrooms. It's definitely not a student. It's not a teacher. He's got ragged clothes on, and he starts walking towards them. They dart right back into the bathroom to the corner stall where they hide, praying that that man didn't see them. The man bursts in and starts yanking open all the stalls. Not wanting to see what happens when he gets to their stall, they get on the ground and start crawling to the side of the room where they finally get up and make a run for the door. They look back and he's holding a gun. The boys manage to get away safely and no one's hurt, but the police never capture the ragged man.
Bro, that's why you don't do that. Don't ever do that, bro. Listen to your protocol and you'll be safe. I hope.
This is why you should always keep.
Oh my god, bro. Makeup, really? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, bro. I like makeup horror stories. I'll be back, guys. Wait, I'm sorry. All right, and I'm back. Let's continue.
Keep a diary. Once there was a young woman in Korea who was blind in one eye. She decided that once she saved up enough, she would get a cornea transplant. Eventually she did, so she
Cornea, what now?
scheduled the surgery. She was very excited for it. However, afterwards things took a terrifying turn. She stopped texting and talking to her friends and even her family with no explanation. People thought she just needed some time to recover. However, eventually her parents grew worried about her and went to her house. They knocked on her door, but there was no reply. Then they called the police, who broke down the door. Inside the house, they found the young woman lying in a pool of her own blood. Her parents were devastated. No one could understand why she did this to herself. Perhaps it was just a social isolation. However, this theory was quickly changed when the police kept investigating. All the mirrors had been smashed in the house, as well as all other reflective surfaces. But it wasn't until they found the young woman's diary that they really found out what was happening. When they flipped open her diary, they found that on the last few pages she'd written over and over again, "My right eye is staring at me." This is why.
Man, what the hell? What does that mean? I don't understand. Yeah, me too. She got donated an eye and she looked in the mirror and she saw an eye she never had before. Bro, she died because when she got the eye, she really just forgot that she was blind, so she killed herself.
Diary. Once there was a
Okay,
young
if you
woman
guys
in
don't
Korea who
know,
was blind.
if you guys don't know, there's what she meant by there's a right eye. Just look at the comment right here, and you'll know.
The guy in the costume started patting as the man kept eating and crying at the same time.
Oh,
It all made no sense to me.
that's
Within a minute, the door
that's
opened again and another
that's
guy wearing that same costume entered the room. He had this big jar in his hand and filled the bowl. It was evident by now that they were feeding the man chicken soup forcefully. The way the man ate also signified how hungry he was.
I'll tell you background. So this is blank room soup. That man right there is eating his own wife and kid, his own wife and his daughter or kid. He's eating them, and he's crying because he's eating the soup, and they kidnapped him, and they forced him to eat that.
He was, because he kept finishing the soup in seconds. But he didn't stop crying though. I had seen many torture videos on the dark web before, but honestly, this one didn't match that craziness at all. There came a point when the man couldn't eat anymore, but he still kept stuffing the food into his mouth with that ladle. Some amount of soup dropped from his mouth and he made this gagging sound.
Okay, now it's getting creepy.
I realized that those identical costume guys intended to overfeed this man with chicken soup. The man ate and ate, and when he couldn't anymore, he vomited on that table. His body was shaking and his eyes were screaming for help, staring into the camera. But those guys kept patting his back, stroking the hair on his head like he was their loving child. And they just wanted him to be healthy. People who were watching this video with me had started to comment under the live stream
Feed
by
him
then,
snakes. Feed him.
and I decided to check
Feed
on
him
him
his
for more
own
context to what
vomit.
was happening with this man. Most of the
Feed
comments
him
were
worms.
straightforward and freaky
Feed
on
him
how these
snakes.
men should force this man to do more crazy stuff. I agree, I'm a bit creepier than most people, but those who commented on feeding him worms, snakes, and even his own vomit made me realize how twisted people on the dark web are. After scrolling through the entire chat section, I didn't find anything to shed light on the matter. When I went back to the video, the man was vomiting all over his clothes and yet still eating the chicken. The guy in the costumes.
When this lady broke out of prison, all hell broke loose. In 1995, former Miss America Ima Hogg would be incarcerated for her
Yeah,
unspeakable
I can see
crime she
why her
committed.
name is I'm a hog.
Ima would be placed in a maximum security prison after being given a life sentence in Arkansas. 1 year later, in 1996, the
Oh, I'm a
alarms in the prison
dumbass.
would go off, and all prisoners would be forced back into their cell. All this commotion was taking place during the prisoners' 1 hour of daily sunlight in the prison's courtyard, where they could participate in any activity of their choosing. All the prisoners would return to their cell besides one, and that one being Ima Hogg. An Amber Alert would be
I'm a
issued
hog.
statewide because she was labeled as a severe threat to society. After a statewide manhunt that took place over the course of 3 weeks, she was nowhere to be found. When in late 1996, a newly married couple would purchase a home in northern Iowa. The home was a bit of a fixer-upper, but they were excited to be new homeowners and were willing to put in the work. But there was one major issue: the house had a chronic, horrible smell.
and no matter what they did, the smell would not go away. One day, the smell was so bad they decided to locate where it was coming from. That was when the couple decided to look up inside their chimney in the living room. It was at that moment they discovered what the awful smell was, and soon after the police would be called to the home. When this lady broke...
Every month a parade passes through my town and we're not allowed to look at it. I've lived in Arizona.
There was a girl who couldn't leave her room every October 10th of the year.
Why October 10th?
This is why. So the mom, whenever the date came, she would mark it on the calendar. She would circle it. She would highlight it. Make sure that her kid was in her room with no windows and stuff.
Yeah.
She never told her kid why, right? And whenever she had school on that day, or if she had to do something else that day, she's like, nope, you're not allowed to leave the house. So every year, both of them would, on October 10th, they would lock themselves in a room with no windows, right? And every year, fam, you would hear someone ring the doorbell on the house.
Yeah.
Right? But the mom obviously is with the child. So she's like, no, we're staying in this room. We're staying in this room. And as soon as midnight hits and October 11th comes,
Yeah.
the knocking, the ringing of the doorbell disappears.
Well, why that day? Like what?
Exactly. Trust me, it's building up. It's building up. So one day, there was a girl.
Mother and her children are home alone when this is captured. And her son suddenly burst into her upstairs bedroom, screaming and crying, saying that somebody was in the house.
He gets up around 7 a.m. every day. He decided to make some noodles, which he told me that he was making for lunch to take to school. He said that he heard a voice coming from the cabinets that said to him, "How did you find me?"
As Tony tries to get her son to calm down, they both hear the sound of heavy footsteps coming up the stairs.
Jumping all over my bed, hiding in the corner, screaming and hollering, saying he didn't want to die. Somebody was in the house. Somebody was in the house. And I'm like, calm down. So then I call my dad. I'm like, Dad, man saying somebody in the house. At the point, my dad was like talking to him, telling him to get out the room or to be quiet. And he finally did get a little bit quiet. We started hearing footsteps. I mean, big, heavy feet coming up the steps.
So she begins to search the house, wielding a hammer. After finding that all the doors and windows are locked, he begs her to check the security cameras because he swears up and down that he heard a voice. Tony decides to wait till he goes to school to check the cameras. What she found is truly chilling. A voice can be heard, clear as day, saying the words, "How did you find me?" But the most frightening part about this story is that days later, her son received his Xbox after being grounded. When he logged into Xbox Live, there were 2 messages awaiting him from a random user, and the words read, "How did you find me?" After discussing these frightening occurrences with the neighbor said that the elderly woman who used to live in the home died in the house. And after doing their own research, Tony's son actually did confirm this. To make matters worse, Tony says that when they moved in, there was something strange left in the home.
Bro, I really think that spirit came off that dollhouse. I think when we moved that dollhouse upstairs and sat in the kitchen for a little bit and took it out and put it on the porch, that the spirit was on that dollhouse because the kids did not want to touch that dollhouse. Like, it was something about the
And
dollhouse.
she can't help but think that they disturbed a spirit by moving it. Now Tony's son refuses to sleep in his bedroom and will not be left alone in the house. What do you believe?
Do not leave me, please. I'll do anything. I'll do anything, please.
When he logged in, I think it's like some messages or something, like, you know, like you can text back and forth with like your friends and stuff. I don't know, I'm not familiar with that stuff, but he called me into his room, and guys, he showed me a message where someone messaged him on the 4th and said, "How did you find me?" And on the 8th, literally somebody texted the same thing, "How did you find me?"
I'm fucking lost.
Mother and her children are home alone when this is captured.
I'm fucking lost.
and her son.
Nah, bro. So, dude, that's creepy because like this woman looks is a. I bet she's a good mom. She's probably the best mom in the world. But bro, if you ever hear something in your house, you know what I would do? I here have a plastic toy bat, and I would just whack the shit out. Like, nah, bro. Like, even if there was a spirit in my house, like sometimes I'm home alone by myself, and like if I hear sometimes, so I'm gonna tell you guys a scary story one time. So one day, it was um it was 3 a.m. and it was a Saturday, and I was recording a video for you guys that I uploaded. It was I think it was a live stream. I think I was playing like Roblox or something. I was playing Roblox. And wait, let me turn off. So yeah, we're done for today. We're done for today. But I'll tell you guys a story. I was yeah, I was doing a live stream. And all that, right? It was actually 3 a.m. I have the video on my phone, but I don't know where it is. So I I I was in my parents' room. My parents' room is like right here, very close. Um, and the thing is, so I finished, and I ended the live stream, right? Um, I and it was dark. It was dark. It was dark, and the only light on was the one that I was in my parents' room, and the only ones in the house was me, my mom, and my sister. My dad was still working, and the thing is, when I finished, I turned off my laptop, and I told myself, it's time for me to go to bed. I'm tired, so I grabbed my phone, I grabbed my headphones that I had in there, and I came out. I put my laptop in my backpack, um, and yeah, and then while I was doing that, I heard a voice from my bathroom or from my kitchen, and it was saying, and it called my name. Uh, and I was creeped out. I'm like, what the fuck was that? I don't know if it was a demon or it was something. Maybe the spirits came after me, bro. Uh, but no, damn, bro. I just saw this live as an hour. But anyways, so yeah. So after that, I was creeped out as fuck. I went into my mom's room. I went into my room because that's where my mom and sister were sleeping at the time. And I went in there and I shook them wide awake. And I'm like, Mom, what the wake up. And I shook my sister. I'm like, wake up. And then they woke up and they were like screaming at me like, Brian was wrong. And I was panicking and I told them everything. I'm like, bro, this happened, this. And they told me to calm down and told me what actually happened. And then they said, I told them I heard a fucking voice. And my mom said, what did you hear? I said, they called my name, bro. They called my name, bro. I'm tweaking out, bro. I'm fucked out, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm scared, bro. And then my mom told me a similar story that one time she was home alone by herself because she got home. She always she's sometimes gets home earlier than me and my sister because we both work with my dad at his place. Um, and she told me that when she was home, she was in a room and she was on her phone doing something or I don't know because I wasn't there. And she told me she heard a similar voice that she said her name or something, bro. And she said she was tweaking out and she was also scared, bro. So she didn't know what to do, but she didn't tell anyone because she was scared. But then she told me after I told her my thing, and I was creeped out, bro. Like I don't know what's in my house or what I'm getting possessed by, but I was tweaking out that day, bro. So yeah, I did not expect this this live to be as long as I expected it to be. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here, guys, and hopefully you can sleep. Hopefully you could sleep at night. Sweet dreams.